Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to make a spring jig so we can make our own springs. It's going to be exciting. Okay, we have this spring that we purchased, and as we look at it, me being a nerd that tries to learn new skills all the time, I thought, I could make one of these myself. Why do I need to keep buying things like this over and over? So here's my attempt on making a spring jig and building some springs. If you don't know, springs are really just metal wire wrapped circular. Like, a lot of people will make them with a lathe. And I even thought about, hey, maybe I should buy a mini lathe, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna try to make a jig and make these by hand. If I'm successful, maybe I'll consider a lathe in the future, but for now, we're gonna do the basics. Okay guys, here's a spring that I wanna make. I actually bought this online. But as I'm looking at it, it's a little bit flat. Looks like it was turned across something rectangular. I'm going to use this and try to replicate what I have. Okay guys, here's what I have. I have a piece of aluminum bar stock. That's this stuff right here. And this is 3/4 by, I think it's an 1/8 inch. And I'm going to cut this up into pieces to where I can make different sizes of these springs. I think the key is, if you look at how that's wrapped, this bar stock needs to be a little bit smaller than you need your springs. And what I mean by that, once you wind it, it's going to expand once you take it off. So you got to account for a little bit of expansion. So we're going to see how this turns out. Another thing you're going to need is music wire. I think I bought this off of Amazon. It's for pianos and such, but it's super cheap. Spring tempered wire. That goes for, about $6 or $7 on Amazon. This was a few bucks at the local hardware store. Okay guys, I think I got them cut the way I want them. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. That doesn't quite line up. Fix that real quick, but I don't have a vise, so I'm just using clamps. I'm gonna see if I can get this done without a vise. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We'll see as we get through this. Another thing, I have a bunch of these machine screws left over from my Piper 3D build, the 3D printer. Haven't done a video on that yet. That's still a work in progress. I'll put a picture of it right here so you guys can see it, because that place, it's a mess over there where I'm working on that. It's one of those projects where you got to take breaks once in a while and come back to it, or you're going to go crazy. But I'm going to use these 3/4 inch machine screws. I'm going to drill a hole once I get that relined up and put that screw in to hold all the bars together. Okay guys, I've done a few things off camera since we last were here. One of the things is I removed one of the bars. I only have 3 bars. I think what would be ideal to make this spring would be to use either 3 slightly thicker bars or 4 slightly thinner bars. Probably 4 slightly thinner, because when I get to the top, since this spring tapers, I don't really have enough material up here for that last taper, but we're gonna try it anyway. With 4 bars, I could not even get this spring to slide on. It's hard to do this one-handed, to slide onto the mandrel, I'll call it. So I think for this bottom part, 3 is definitely better. For the top part, we'll see. I think we're going to be a little short for material on the top piece, but we'll try it out and see. One of the other things I've done is I've used my files. I have a needle file and a regular file here to file in the imprint of the spring, so I have an idea of where to wind this when I go to wind it. Next, I need to drill some holes at the end, at each end, so I can start the wire in the wire there. Okay guys, I have my 2 holes drilled. There's one there, and there's one at the top. I went ahead and put this clamp on these bars at this end because I have no bolt going through it yet. And I have my my machine screw going through down here to hold it together. And I've cut some wire, and I'm just going to try to manually wind this now. I have no idea how much wire I'm going to need, so I got me a pretty good length of the spring wire I showed you earlier. And now I'm going to attempt to wrap it around and see what happens. Okay guys, I think I got it wrapped around. It was not easy. It's going to be much easier if you have a vise, but I kind of had to use a combination of these clamps because it's bending it by hand is it's not an easy task to try to hold things together. And then what I like to do here is just kind of go back and compress the wire down with the pliers to make sure it forms all across this mandrel. I don't know how much spring back I'm going to get when I take these off, but I'm going to leave them on for a while, and then we'll come back and we'll revisit it, see how that turns out. Okay, here's what we got so far. It was difficult. Sorry I had to do a lot of that off camera. It was very difficult to film, try to hold a camera and get this thing turned, but basically I kept turning it. I'd put a clamp on to hold it, turn a little more, move the clamp, take the pliers, pinch things down, and just keep at it until I got it turned up and around. I was a little bit off up here on my distances, but I think it turned out okay. I may fire up my torch and just heat this spring wire a little bit, you know, and see if I can kind of help it to stay in shape. But maybe we go do that real quick. But first, you know, I wrapped in, put it in a hole, started it in this hole, bent it over, wrapped it all the way around up until the end, and I shoved it. See if I can get a little closer look at that. And I shoved it in that hole to stop it. So I'm probably going to cut it probably right here where it goes into the hole. We'll see. Let's go down and put a torch on this. See if we can heat that wire up so it stays in place when we snap this off. Okay guys, I'm not sure if that torch was a good idea or not. It's difficult to get off. These have moved up some, but I'm stuck right here on this lip, so I'm going to keep working it and see where I get. I've been trying to get a little screwdriver in there and just pry up a little to get it above that notch. Slowly going, but I'm going to keep at it. Well, here you go, guys. It's a little bit crooked, but it's not too bad. I think it's going to work for my application. I'm going to run it through some tests off camera. This stuff's probably not really that video worthy for some people. I probably messed up and missed this bottom link a little bit. But, you know, if you look at the width, we're really close. My outside spring I need to work on and get these parts straight to here. But hey, that'll come with some practice. Now I did hack up the jig a little bit, getting this thing out, but I finally figured it out of just basically unwinding it from the, I'll call it the mandrel. So basically just pull it off. I think you saw that at the end. So I don't think I'll hack this up. I'll probably file this down a little bit to get rid of those rough edges where I was attacking it a little too much, but I think I got it figured out. I think it's going to work. So it is possible. You definitely want to wear some safety gear. I probably want to wear some gloves, some eye protection. You maybe even, you know, some kind of goggles or face shield, because this wire is under some pressure when you do it. But I think it's going to work. You know, and this maybe cost me, what, 50 cents or something per spring, when, you know, I'll pay $6 or more for some of these when you buy them in quantity. So it's a significant savings, especially if I go through these as much as I think I'm going to. But there you have it. You know, I'm going to do some more bending on this, but I think it's going to work. Hey guys, there you have it. You know, not a lot of big money savings. I guess it's the learner in me, or the prepper, or whatever you want to call it, the guy that always is trying to learn some new skills. You know, we're doing some metalworking stuff, which we'll have some videos coming up about that. We are not metal workers at all. So we are definitely learning as we go, but it's a lot of fun, and we'll probably share some of that with you. The springs, yeah, like I said, not a financial gain really at all. But it's a skill I think we can learn, you know, with all the shutdowns and how some things are hard to get. You know, it never hurts to learn how to make a few things, just in case. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.